when I was talking about, he thinks that black folks should be with white folks. Not all, but I don't like when I see like successful black folks, rich black folks with white.
So in other words, you want something like I get that part because I get it's the part where black money need to stay in black neighborhoods. Right. That's the part I agree with, not the whole segregation shit. Right. But I understand what he's saying. We need to fuck with our communities more than going out and giving all these other people our money.
I mean, I don't really agree there either because not if that person has been with them from the start. If they've been with homie, as y'all say, while they was shooting in the gym, if they've been with them from the start, like he's saying, successful black people being...
No, I'm not talking about successful. I'm talking about black people, period.
Like, yeah, but he was saying he didn't like the fact that when successful black people marry outside their race. But if that person has been there and supported them from the start, why not? That's the person that has been there. But what I'm saying is, you can't judge some people that... I get some people just because they're famous, they're rich. But a lot of them people have been with that person before they had their start, before their name was a household brand and a name. You can't say to justify that because they're famous. Like, they've been with them for a long time. Some of the people have been with them since high school.
I ain't talking about the interracial shit. Interracial relationship. I was just talking about keeping a black dollar black.
I can't get
that's the only thing I
get. That's the only thing but even with that, you can't. They can't fault them for forgetting who they are. They're so right. White, black, purple, whoever they with. If the black person is that person who has the money. If it is that person, to not forget where they came from.
No, I'm just saying like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because it keep the dollar in our communities more longer to give us more resources out. Per se.
Yeah, but you know how niggas do. Somebody open up something new, that go there for about a month. Word of mouth gets out.
I mean,
people come, and then they stop going.
It's gonna venture off.
Young Blue restaurant here.
COVID fucked that up.
COVID did. They opened up.
Because a lot of people was fucking with that place.
But I seen a lot of negative reviews from.
That was because
I seen good white reviews.
From what I saw, from what I looked at, like people reviews, that was because of poor management. It really wasn't because of the food and all that other shit. It was just because you can't really take somebody that's cooking in their kitchen and then just automatically put them in a restaurant and say, "Oh, I need you to cook this, and this for this many motherfuckers."
The recipes, the seasonings and stuff is a lot.
Well, you gotta change a lot of shit.
Well, So Cool is black owned, right?
Yeah, but they be having real chefs in there.
Yeah,
food is actually pretty good.
I actually never been there.
Yeah, I never been either.
Quite fantastic.
And then you get what you pay for because they food high as fuck.
Yeah, but you get a lot of food.
Oh, it's high.
Yeah.
Y'all ever been to Lambert's?
Yeah.
Nope.
I've been there before.
They threw a roll at me, and I threw it back because I had never been there before. And
that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I had never been there. That homie threw the roll at me, and I threw it back.
If you ask for a roll, they're supposed to throw you a roll.
I didn't ask for a roll.
It's on the sign, home or throw rolls.
I did not ask for a roll.
She brought out the dough roll.
And he threw the roll at me, and I threw it back.
And they kicked you out.
No, they didn't. I still sat there and ate my food.
I
didn't ask for a roll. She threw me a roll. The person beside me asked for a roll.
Okay.
So they had bad aim.
No, he threw her roll. She caught her roll. Then he tried throwing at me, and I caught it and I threw it back.
I guess he figured you want a roll too.
I did not want a roll.
You should have said, "Excuse me, sir, I want a roll."
He should have pointed you like the peanut man.
Right. Something. No, I did not want one. He caught it though.
Yeah, you probably just gone through it in the trash. You didn't want that damn roll.
Safe for
you ain't finna waste this bread. You got here slave. You gonna throw the roll back at me? What's wrong with you?
Anything else that you agree with him on?
I mean, most of the stuff he be talking about. I mean, yeah, I don't agree with it anyway. But I mean, I listen to him for the coonery, but for the memes, but stuff like that.
To listen to stupid. I mean, it's just the topic that he was talking about the other day. I just didn't like the one-sided view he was giving.
Everything he talked about.
It's like you can't really talk about how, and I get that some people don't do special education paperwork correctly. They don't go about the steps correctly. But the process of it is a long process. Like, I tried to refer a child. When you first have a child, they first have to be seen that they're failing. Once they see that they're failing, they have to go before the principal and a problem-solving team and other teachers. You have to defend the right to put them on a problem-solving team. You have to do small group evaluations with them in your class, extra small group with them. After another couple of days, after another few months, if you see that they're still failing, then they go to tier 3, which means they now get small group in the classroom, and they now get another pull out of small group from either a math coach or a reading coach, whichever subject they need. And if after that they still think that they're failing, then you go through the process of trying to get them evaluated, which is a whole bunch of paperwork, and you have to have this huge paper trail of all these documentations of everything that you've tried and processed, months of small group plans that I have, extra things that you have to fill out, and things that you tried to say that they're not working, they need the extra help. And then there's this booklet of like 600 questions that you have to answer and fill out for each child to even get to see if the person would still even come to the school to test them for special education.
Wouldn't that be on the parent though? Like,
we talk to them, but we have to fill out.
No, I'm talking about like for y'all to have to step in and do all that. Wouldn't that be on the parent?
No, not for PST and not for tier 3.
Because I'm saying the parent can probably fast track it by just finding a way to go to a doctor and get the child tested, right?
True, but that typically takes longer because doctors want all of our paperwork, and then parents have done that, but then they have to bring the paperwork to me, and I still have to have all that same documentation I would from the school to give to the doctor. It's actually a longer process for them to, and then it costs money for them. If they do it through the school, it's free, but we don't have to have parent consent for them to for extra small group and for pull out tier 3 for them to work with the reading and the math coach. We do have to have paperwork when we finally and granted, all these steps, parents get notified. When they get put on the problem-solving team, parents are notified. When they get moved to tier 3, parents are notified at every step that their child is failing and all the steps that we're taking to try to help them. And then if it moves on to where we think they need testing, then we have another conference with the parents and talk to the parents and see if they actually want their child to be tested. And if they say yes, then we get the child tested, but I still have to fill out all of those 600 and something questions, and they hand it over to the person, which is outsourced. They're not always through Mobile County school systems or any schools. Sometimes they bring in people and companies that are outsourced to test the kids. And if I answer so many of those questions not in a way that they don't think the child, sometimes they won't even qualify for testing just because some of the questions they think. And I mean, you being completely honest, but if they don't think the child needs to be tested, then the child doesn't get tested. And sometimes it's not the best case for the child.
And on that note, welcome back to the Gotstobemocarefulpodcast. With your hosts, Torrin, got Q, Percy, D, and we got Nicole. So how y'all week been this week?
It's all right.
I made it.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, it's been a pretty long week for me also. But
hey, you been off all week.
Man, don't be worried about that.
On the PlayStation. Every time I'm all at work. King's Drake is online now.
I swear I got the PlayStation up.
Yeah, look,
on the game all day. You ain't been doing shit.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I've been losing Warzone. That what you been doing.
No, I was with my coworkers. We won one today. So, how do you?
That's all I be saying at work. King's Drake is not online.
Hey, that means y'all ain't doing y'all job then.
Shit, I be on YouTube.
Homie haven't been to work since April 21st.
Last time I played the game the other day, I played with him the other day.
Snitching.
Damn. That's crazy.
Don't be hating on me because I got 2-week vacation coming up too.
Right. Homie ain't been to work since April 21st. He gonna go to work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and be off to the 17th.
I'm off Wednesday.
Yeah. That's even worse.
Yeah, he told me he only working 3 days, then he off.
Salt and squeezed lemon out of it and everything.
Hey. Just because y'all know how to celebrate y'all birthday don't mean nothing.
It's all right.
That's all I'm saying.
I saw that my birthday fell on a Friday this year. I already told them I wasn't going to be there.
I'm going to be off anyway.
And even the next school year, but I let them know already I'm not going to be there.
I'm going to be off anyway, though. So I can celebrate with
you. You off on Fridays anyways. I'm trying to
I just said I'm off anyway.
Then you'll say, so I can celebrate with you. You was going to be off anyway.
What's your point?
She was gonna be off anyway. It's not like me putting in the effort
what he
to take a half day. I took a half day and the day after.
But I don't think you get what he.
But we going somewhere though. That's why
he trying to say. He know he gonna be out. He ain't gotta celebrate with you, but he is. That's what he trying to say.
Well, I kind of live here.
Who the nigga you went to school with for years?
I see your point. It's messed up. Though I took a half day on his birthday and the day after.
What I'm saying is I'm not finna work no overtime on your birthday, even though I could. But I'm not finna do that.
You ain't finna work no overtime on your day off.
That's not the point.
Black people don't do that.
I used to do that. How do you think I was able to stay afloat by myself, trying to pay bills?
You used to work overtime on your days off.
So in other words, he fixed it. He said.
Did he?
He was working overtime on the days off
before I got here.
See, so now he giving you that time.
See,
when he could be making money.
Exactly.
See? That's because he got somebody else to help him though.
Shh.
Don't shh.
Messing up the moment.
Nah, it's hard out here. You better recognize. Y'all better find y'all somebody to help y'all with these bills. That shit ain't no joke.
You find me a sugar
hard
mama.
not life.
Nah, sugar mama.
That's what Annie said. I don't know for real.
That what who said?
Annie.
Oh. Annie, are you okay?
What?
But yeah. Y'all just hate on my upcoming vacation, that's all. Honestly. Y'all ain't got it.
It's alright. I'm gonna be drunk the whole time.
You be drunk?
The whole time.
Well, the whole time, though.
I don't even know if I'm gonna remember the vacation.
I mean, that's fine. I'll just take pictures of you.
Oh, never mind.
Exactly. You better sober up.
I be taking the worst pictures of my life on FaceTime and stuff.
Ooh, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I got so many pictures on FaceTime, man. Just doing random stuff, especially them bunny pictures. They get different.
Ooh, would you say I got a bunch of them on the phone?
Never show anybody to them.
You want me to show them?
Go ahead.
Just show me one.
A couple of your limbs.
That game.
That sounds violent.
It does. It was meant to.
Y'all get mad at people who go to vacation and just be like, fucking off and chill for a while in the room before, like, or y'all be one of them people. Y'all be them people that like, I gotta go do this. I gotta go
do something. I can chill at home.
I can chill for a little bit.
It
depends on how long the drive is.
But I gotta chill a little bit at least. Like, I gotta sit my ass down and
because
enjoy being away from everything.
If you ripping and running the whole time, when you come home, you gonna need a vacation from your vacation. You go to vacation to relax. Yeah, we go out and do stuff, but I'm like that person. Like, if we go out, do something, and we had plans to go do something else, but we get back to the room and we're like, nah, I just want to chill. But you be like, I want to go out. I'm be like, bye. I'm staying.
Like, if you ain't made no plans, I'm sitting my ass in the fucking room. And I'm going to chill until I feel like moving. Because, like you said, you ripping and running all the time I'm here. And then when I get away, I want to get away and just enjoy being a fucking way. Without having no responsibilities. Nothing.
Right.
I mean, if I'm out, I'll probably take like breaks here and there between. But if I first get there, it's been a long trip, then I'm going to chill for a minute. But I do kind of want to see stuff that's around. Then I'll come back.
Oh, that's the day. Yeah, that's day 2. For day 1, I'm sitting my ass down.
Day 1, I go. Day 1, I like to see what's around me. And then day 2, I'll go do stuff. So
it depends on the city too. Like if it's a city that's everything open late, like like a Vegas or some shit. I'll go out when I'm finished done resting.
Them be the best cities because then you know you can go back
late.
to the room.
Yeah, I can
and
leave
take
late.
a nap. I need a power nap to be able to function.
And you ain't gonna miss shit.
I mean, that's like when we went to Gatlinburg though. The first night we got there late, we ain't had no choice but to kind of stay in the room. But the second day in the morning, we kind of went around. We kind of went around.
It was an accident.
Yeah, you made
and then when I realized that 2 hours later, it was a big accident.
You made a 7-hour trip, a 12-hour trip.
Sheesh. Damn.
Over a purse.
I really don't know how I would have reacted to that.
We both took turns driving, but it was the you leaving the purse for me that really bothered me.
He was a trooper about it.
But luckily, we ain't had to drive.
Back to look green. We got my purse.
We ain't drive back to Atlanta. I wasn't finna do that again.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
No, I wasn't finna drive back to Atlanta. I'll never drive back up to Gatlinburg either.
So it's gonna be a flight for me next time.
Yeah, that's the worst. Especially
65.
We could have took a flight anyway.
We came back through 65, but we went through Atlanta and through North Carolina the first time. I ain't doing that trip again. That was some bullshit.
Listen, it was April and there was still ice on the side of the mountains when you was driving up through the Smoky Mountains. Like,
what's the longest trip y'all ever on?
That one.
That's the longest trip you ever been on, like as far as driving?
Longest trip I've been driving was up to New York.
Damn.
I drove to Miami.
We drove to California.
I take that back. My parents drove to New York.
New York.
We stopped in D.C. though to see my cousins.
We drove to L.A. from Mobile.
Hold on.
Shit, that's longer than
Texas is like. Texas is actually not closer to Mobile.
It took us 7 hours to get to Houston, but that's
took us 10 to get to Miami.
Everything else was a flight.
You know, if you drive straight across Texas for like 7 hours, you still be in Texas.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Shit, we drove to Chicago.
That's a lot of driving.
14 hours to get from here to Chicago. That's too much.
That's a lot. The only reason why we drove to Houston is because they don't fly.
And most of the trip was in Alabama. Like it takes like 6 hours to get out of Alabama from Mobile.
That's true.
Most of the drive.
Tom going though.
Yeah, we went to Chicago. Straight up 65. It was the most boring trip ever.
I bet it was.
Well, I hope he had a good playlist.
I wasn't driving. That's the good thing.
I haven't seen nothing now. Bought us a building wall.
But I was driving. My dad was driving.
In the back seat, counting sheep, trying to fall asleep.
Man,
I can't go on a long trip. Like if it's me and somebody else, they're gonna be mad at me because I go to sleep. Soon as we hit the road, I'm going to sleep.
She went to sleep so many times driving, and I took look. So everybody can't be. Somebody got to stay awake.
Oh, I can stay awake driving. I'm talking about like if we riding and I'm
Don't
on if I'm in the passenger seat, I'm going to
Most
sleep.
of the time when you was driving though, I was awake.
No, you went to sleep. And I went to sleep just as much as you did. Don't try that.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a fall asleep.
I was awake.
You were not awake.
Yes, I was.
Especially
when it got dark and we was going up that mountain, I was awake.
I mean, I need you awake because we was about to crash off the side of the mountain.
I thought we was gone.
But driving back though, you was asleep most of the time. Especially
that I was. I didn't take my
Tennessee.
nausea medicine and I had none. I thought I had to go to sleep.
You was alright.
No,
you didn't get sleep the whole time we was driving.
I did that first time, remember, because I didn't when we first left because I drove the first leg and I had took that nausea medicine. But when we left, you started driving back and I got sick. And then halfway through, like 2 hours in, you was like, yeah, that's why I wanted you to drive first so you wouldn't get sick. I was like, well, why didn't you say that?
Because you said you don't drive back first.
I didn't, but you should have told me and then I would have remembered.
You don't like to listen to me. That's what she said.
No.
He got one every episode.
Every episode.
Alright, so we got a good topic.
What's up?
Let one of the women. I mean,
why we gotta do it?
Because we always do it.
Do you always do it, or do they always do it?
Well, he introduced the topic.
He did the last one.
Yeah, he introduced the show last time. He didn't do the topics.
It's the amnesia for me.
Damn.
It's the not coming in people's houses and speaking for me.
Damn.
It's the me being high as hell for me. That shit
That's no excuse because I too am high.
I'm already a socially awkward person.
Thank
so
you.
if I'm high and I'm kind of low-key
that should
paranoid,
make you more aware.
I was aware that you look mad as hell. That's
Hey, just woke up.
Man, you look mad when you was sleeping. Like, I walked in.
You was fine.
So I was mad when I was sleeping. Now I'm angry.
Bro, you was mugging when you was sleeping. I thought you was up.
Like, you need to word shit better.
You
easily could have said, when you wake up, you look like you don't want to be bothered, so I ain't want to bother you. Boom.
But you make it seem like I'm aggressive. Like you was mad when you was sleeping. Like I'm just having the worst dreams. I'm just sitting there angry sleeping. I was sleeping peacefully. So you saying I got a mad looking face?
Do not answer that.
It's a setup. It's a setup.
Shit, I answer that.
Hey, no.
You want to test that theory?
No.
Which one you want? Which one you trying to do?
You want to test that theory?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
I do though.
It don't matter which one.
Man, let's go on these topics, man. I ain't got time to play with you, man.
What you got to it?
She brought a lot of them up. So I think.
Oh, talking about we got some this or that topics we can go over. You got a bunch of You forgot what you was talking about already?
My glasses, that kind of got a little blurry for me.
Yeah, because you was asleep for like 2 hours.
That was some good sleep.
Nah, we don't need you
You
sleeping.
talking about this?
Yeah. See, you didn't pull that up.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
This nigga here.
You high too?
High off life.
Yeah, I'm high off life.
Cap on that and put it up for the night.
This don't have a cap.
Man.
It did. You broke it off?
It was in the truck and it fell over and it broke.
I was about to say, I thought I didn't put no water bottle without no cap.
Talking about
I'm talking about the cap that he's doing. That's what she said.
That's exactly.
Oh shit!
But I was like, wait.
That shit like he was in trouble. He was in the truck and it broke.
But I'm thinking in my head, dang, did I buy a water bottle without a cap on it? Wait.
He just knew he was gonna get it.
No, because I
She
broke.
must have bought you that bottle.
Yeah, because I brought my Mandalorian cup too.
Yeah.
But you brought my Avengers mug.
And I bought you a new Spider-Man mug. Don't try.
I sure appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy. You was ready to jump down her throat.
Mm-hmm.
Change that tone up real quick. But I appreciate it. I know you do.
I gotta show my appreciation. You gonna break everything.
You break everything. Broke the Mandalorian cup. Broke the water bottle. I mean, I broke the Avengers cup, but I replaced it.
Gotstobemocarefulpodcast.
But you didn't tell me though until I found out later that I know it was missing.
You didn't notice. I told you when I was buying the Spider-Man mug that I broke the Avengers mug.
2 months later?
I mean, you didn't notice it was gone. You didn't miss it that much.
Okay, everybody. This is our new segment,
Couples
Court. Which is with our boy Judge Percy.
No,
that's the wrong person.
Guilty.
Pack it up.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be
the best for you. I'm always
no. He be against me sometimes too. No, don't do that. He be against
right.
The nigga on the right.
Terrible, but true. That's crazy. No,
we gotta stick together, person.
Shit, it's the red of pride for me.
Wow.
Don't start y'all shit. But no, our first topic. Would you rather be famous? What was?
Rich and famous, or rich and unknown?
Yeah, that shit.
I mean, it's purse to both though.
Yeah. is.
What is?
I mean, if you if you rich and famous, you can pay for surgery. Like person about to break his neck.
For people that can't, well, we know y'all can't see, but this is why we finna get YouTube. Person almost bust his shit.
Boy.
That shit was
and I would have never recovered. I'm telling you, I'd have been
crazy.
laughing the whole rest of the time.
You almost lost it all.
He saw his life. He saw his life.
That was like to jumpstart some seizures for you.
He finna go home and get his life together, boy.
Ain't going out tonight.
Not go to sleep tonight, but
I'm trying to tell me.
And you still leaning back.
That show strike one. You got two more. Two more you gonna fall for real.
Listen, you better than some kids in my class. Oh, girl fell out the seat the other day, and she fell out the seat. I didn't even have to say nothing. The other girl looked at her and said, that hurt, didn't it? You better start listening to the teacher and I lean back in your seat.
Them kids be having smart mouths.
And I just look, when they write, I don't say nothing. I just look at the other kids be expecting me to say something, and I just look back down at my laptop and keep on being busy.
You be busy, alright?
I do. I be making tests.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I did today?
But would you
I made the rest of the math test and the rest of the math lesson plans for the rest of the year.
Would you?
No more.
But would you rather be rich, famous, or just rich and not known?
I would rather be rich and unknown.
What? I don't know though. I mean, if I was rich and famous, I'd have more.
Because when I say unknown, my family not gonna even know I'm rich.
I would have endorsements though if I was rich and famous.
I'm gonna be rich and unknown.
And I would keep making money.
So unknown, my family ain't gonna even know I'm rich. That's how rich I'm and unknown I'm gonna be.
You must be. You gonna be a hermit then.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna be no hermit. I'm gonna just live like I regularly live.
Like a cat lady.
No. I'm going to continue to live like normal and stack my paper in the bank and not let anybody know that I'm rich. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you have to go out here flaunting your money for what?
So,
Think I'm going to just go out here just because I have money and buy a $2,000 pair of shoes? Why?
So what you're saying is you just want to be a white person.
Oh my God.
Where the fuck that come from?
Why you go from what? You went all the way to the...
My bad. Caucasian.
Caucasus.
Tone the races of the group.
Yeah.
Chill out. I'm just saying, most Caucasians be having a lot of money, but they don't flaunt it.
There's a lot of black folks like that too, though.
But they behind their money in their mattresses, though.
Dang, bro.
Tone the real races.
That's kind of like personal business. No matter how they store it, they got it.
Have you ever been on
I would put my money in the bank.
How many mattresses full of money have you walked on at work?
And you don't know. You need to be cutting them open and trying to...
Well, maybe not. Not if they put it in their mattress. You might not want to mess with that.
Yeah, pissy money.
Whoa, see, I was
I wouldn't go there either. I would not need to think about it.
I would hope not. I would hope they
somebody kids all over that money.
Able to.
That's what I'm saying.
Your dad, don't stop them kids from being all over that.
That's what I'm saying.
Who said they got kids?
Nah, them kids from being all over that money.
That is disgusting.
Just saying.
I understand. They're older and they wear their Depends that night.
Oh my gosh. Why was that?
Maybe they got plastic sheets. And now I'm defending it.
When's the last place you went to?
Yeah, I don't think they even think about plastic.
How did we get here?
No, I ain't seen nobody with no plastic cover on their mattresses. Unless they're like kids or something. When's the last time you seen that?
Dorm room.
When people do home deliveries, they put the plastic sheets on their bed.
And people take it off, right?
Sure no bed bugs or lice and shit get off.
Y'all, I had one in my dorm room.
Well, y'all being freaking in there anyway.
No, because I don't know.
STDs.
I don't know who had the mattress before me.
Is STDs on them mattresses?
But it's not the route we're going. It's like you in the car with us, but then you jump out and keep rolling.
I ain't
don't
that
understand.
type of dude. I don't know what you be taking me for.
Jumped off the golf cart and hit her head on the rock.
Damn,
that's violent.
Ain't nobody tell her to jump off. She thought it was rolling slow enough. She jumped off the golf cart. She lost her footing, and she hit her head on the rock. She's still alive. Homie lost her sense of smell a little bit, but she still alive.
She jumped off of what?
We was riding on the golf cart.
What did I do with a bed? Where did that come from?
She was talking about jump. He was in the car with us and he jumped out. And then
no, we keep it all this.
She was talking about torn and hopping off subject.
I'm trying to see what we going with it.
Yeah, I had made a car metaphor.
But how am I getting off a subject? I'm talking about what we talking about, so I'm just giving.
You're the one going off.
I'm still on.
You went from keeping everybody old people pissing on beds and the pens and
the group is speaking on violence. You speak on sexual activity.
Well, what do y'all think then? Would y'all rather be rich and famous or rich and not?
What would you rather be?
I said what I would rather be.
He won't be famous, but he won't hold. He belong to the street.
Oh my God!
Did I say that though?
And then there's you trying to get that man killed.
I'm so bad.
Damn. I said
that's a hypothetical. How am I getting in trouble?
I said I want to be rich and famous because I can use my famousity to be.
We're creating words tonight.
I can use my fame for endorsements and stuff. Have generational wealth.
You can create generational wealth by being unknown by creating businesses. You don't have to be famous to create generational wealth.
What all famous people got? Bitches. So he won't be.
You want to belong to the streets?
Yeah, just call me Mr. Bitches. Like
I will not be addressing you by that name.
Just like shout out to Granddad off of Boondocks.
But nah. That was something goddamn Dion Cole said. He was like, if they got money, 9 times out of 10, because you want a man with money, he ain't got no time for you, or he got all the time, but he ain't got no money. And by 9 times out of 10, if he got money, he got hoes.
I don't feel like
I ain't got no money, but I got time for you.
I don't feel like
it's like you need to be flipping it.
So in other words, if you was rich, he don't have no time for you.
I don't feel like that's the case. So people make time for what they want to make time for.
Yeah, good. I sure do make time. I make all the time. Ain't that right? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'd rather be rich and unknown.
I'd rather be unknown too, though.
Damn,
so you gonna tell your Twitter followers?
Damn.
You said you'd rather be what?
Rich and unknown.
That's why I asked him. Did he not gonna tell his Twitter followers?
They're not my life. They're not my family.
Ooh,
oh, you know what? You are. I see where the unknown part is. You already live in that kind
of. Damn. That sound a little shady.
Like a 2012 person or something.
2000.
Dang. Do everybody have a gripe? Whatever the shit called. A gripe? What the shit called?
A gripe?
A gripe? Whatever the fuck that shit
I don't think that's what it's called either.
It is called a gripe.
Are you sure?
Let's just keep the conversation flowing.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Me either. I'm just
what the fuck did I do?
I don't know,
man. I'm over here eating my cheeses.
You ain't touched some cheeses in about 30 minutes.
And rich.
I wish.
You see Richard on now?
Yep.
What about you?
I'm not gonna lie, I like a little bit of attention, so I'm probably gonna be rich and famous.
See? I don't want no attention.
Only way I want to be famous, like if I'm doing something, like if I had like a talent or some shit, or like playing ball or some shit. If I'm just got money just because I got a business or something, I don't want to know.
I think I would be. I changed my mind, but only because I would go off some like Ron Clark Academy type stuff and try to create a school. Do you not know who Ron Clark is? You need to look homie up.
Please enlighten us.
Ron Clark is a guy, a white guy who went into inner city schools at when nobody would to teach. There's a movie about him. It's based off a true story.
What's
and
the movie
developed
called?
this Ron Clark.
Okay, continue.
And developed an academy to enrich the black community. His school is created a school in Atlanta like there's all people that you can go to the school and like take on tours of the school, and it's mostly, I think it's mostly black kids. He did that, put the school where it is to enrich black kids, to make their lives better and to give them a better education.
Is it in Bankhead or Zone 4 or College Park?
I'm not sure where it is in Atlanta.
Okay. Decatur?
Didn't I just say I wasn't sure where?
Stone Mountain looked good.
Didn't I just say I wasn't sure? But that's not where he started teaching it. But you should watch it. It's a really good movie.
What
I would want to do that. If I was rich and famous, that's what I would do, because I try to make the life of my community better.
But you can give kids. Well,
but no, that's what I'm saying. It would come, like, I wouldn't have to be famous to start it because I have the money. Yeah. But eventually it would take it there because, like, Ron Clark in the educational world, he's a household brand. Like, everybody knows his name. The Ron Clark Academy is a huge thing.
So you want to be a philanthropist?
A philanthropist?
I said it right.
No, you didn't.
I said philanthropist. See, you can't.
I can't say it either.
Philanthropist. Look at me.
You didn't say it right.
Y'all, and I'm just fucking up words.
I don't even think you said it right.
I said gripe at first. What is it right?
I know you didn't say it right.
She told you what you about if you had money.
If I had the money, of course, take care of family.
Upgrade that V6, right?
Before I was interrupted, of course you take care of the family, but I would, look out for the community too, though, especially like this community, because it's so much here that's
not shit. What you about yourself?
Oh, some selfish shit, bitches. I'm just playing.
You better stop laughing now.
You better not go to sleep tonight, nigga.
Shit, I'm playing the game all night anyway.
She went to sleep. She gonna be up with you.
You right. You gonna play Mortal Kombat with me?
You wanna die?
Yeah, you can play Mortal Kombat.
Fatality. What'd you get first?
I don't know. I'll probably get my wife something.
On some selfish
shit.
Yeah, what'd you get yourself?
On some selfish shit, I'll probably get myself a brand new car. I've always wanted a Porsche, so I'll probably just splurge on that. Give me a 911 or something.
On some selfish shit, I get me a jacked up Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, it's really nice. A Trackhawk. What the Trackhawk is?
It's a Jeep, but it ain't no Wrangler.
Oh.
I don't need no name brand foreign car because I'm not keeping up no name brand foreign maintenance. Anybody got time? I don't care how much money I got.
But if you're rich, you're not gonna realize.
I ain't gonna want. Even though I feel like even though I'm rich, I'ma still have that budget mindset that's never gonna leave. And I had a coworker I worked with. She had to get something fixed on her BMW because of a latch in the trunk. Mm-hmm. Something was going wrong. $5,000. I just said, keep the whole car.
Yeah, and then the sensors go.
Like sensors and stuff like that. Like,
a lot of shit.
Like, I would have been like, That's why I'd be like, no foreign cars for me.
If you were rich, would you still shop like where you shop now for clothes?
Nah, Target all the way. No.
What selfish shit you about, D?
A lifestyle high-rise apartment somewhere.
Oh, you thinking? I feel you.
Okay.
Invest. I know.
But we talking
that's
about
another thing I would do.
Invest.
Build
apartments in my apartment.
Oh.
I would build some apartments and keep the community like for us. Like down here, there's no good like apartments and stuff.
I thought y'all was talking about like selfish, like something just for yourself.
I said I back by a jacked up Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah,
she said jacked up Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
So you got like $1 million, you gonna buy a Jeep Wrangler?
You missed the conversation because you walked off.
I had to pee.
Hey, you get them customized?
That's what I'm saying. That shit a lot.
I had to pee.
First of all, I said I don't want no foreign cars because I don't want no foreign car problems. Because just because I have money doesn't mean that I want to pay $5,000 because one little sensor stuff broke in my Mercedes or my BMW or Porsche. Nobody got time. No offense, person, but no.
Damn.
He said he wanted a Porsche. That's why I said no offense. You wouldn't know that if you hadn't.
I had to pee.
You couldn't win right there.
No.
You wouldn't
I don't know what I'll do.
I wouldn't know.
I might do some nigga shit.
You're probably about you
I might do some
cannon or some shit.
A
cannon.
You might
some
buy
nigga
big
shit
ass
about
gun.
a spaceship or some shit. Do some real dumb shit. I don't know though. Cause I would say a house, a big house, but I don't really want that many rooms. I'm scared.
Right, because I'm like, then I have to clean it, or either I'm gonna have to hire somebody to
Would
do
you
it
have
to
to
me.
clean it? Rich people don't clean their own house.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
if your house that big, like your house big
I'ma
enough, you
still
gotta have
have
somebody.
that
You gotta have
save my
clean
money mindset. That's why a lot of people who have money go broke so fast because they think, oh, I got this money, go spend it willy nilly, this, that, and the other on stupid stuff.
Not willy nilly.
But
Yes.
if I do
if
buy
I
a
can
house,
get up and clean my house, why wouldn't I clean it myself?
if I do buy a house, it ain't gonna be no big house, but the yard gonna be big as fuck.
You wouldn't be no 2-story house. I can't do no 2-story house.
Oh,
It's
my
gonna be on
knees
a lot of
bad. I
your
ain't got the
land.
Meg Thee Stallion knees.
Make sure I see your ass when you come.
I'm gonna have cameras, motion sensors everywhere.
And I want enough land in the back where I don't have to go to a gun range.
Oh, you want a big back?
I'd
Yeah,
probably
I
buy
can
me
go
a
shoot
cow
where I
or
want
a
to.
ranch. If I was like, I'd probably buy me a ranch with some horses and a cow and stuff.
Like
now you trying to spend some real money. You know how much money that costs to keep that type of place running?
You seen Concrete Cowboy?
That's a lot of money for
I'd do
horses
it,
and.
if I could afford it, I'd do it.
But I'm saying long term,
Or-
you would have to make sure that it was enough money that's still coming in because long term, that's a lot.
All you gotta
to
do is
keep
rent out the stables, rent out spots.
Yep.
And
Or like,
They not gonna just live there for free now. They gonna
Know what I'm saying?
contribute. I'm talking about the horses and the cows.
they gonna have to
They gonna have to do something. They gonna have to.
they
some
life.
milk, some eggs,
See,
chickens,
I'm
a
against
goat.
He
that.
gonna have a
Ever
slaughterhouse in
since
the back.
Ever since I saw that, how
I
I don't even want to drink no more. Drink milk anymore. Ever since I saw that, like when technically, to actually milk a cow, that means that they have just given birth.
Yeah.
And so that means that baby is deprived of the mother's milk, and they strip that calf away from his mother, and then hook her up with some machine.
He like that shit. That's why he
Like,
agree.
that made me not want to drink the milk no more. I don't know if I
Eat
can do it.
hamburgers. I mean, the mother's dead now.
I just,
At least when they make the milk, the cow
That's
don't
not.
die,
But
though,
that's the
Yes,
difference
but
between a dairy
their
cow and a beef
lifespan,
cow.
it goes from a cow's normal lifespan is about 25 years. When they're being milked like that, it shortens to 8.
Yeah. So you have the wrong perception.
Do I?
you get that perception.
I was about to say, you giving off that vibe.
Because
What?
it went
What
from
about
drinking the milk to the mom and dad.
Because she said that
we.
they stripped the baby from the mom, but it ain't like it's just for a few hours when they
No,
milk the
it's
cow.
not.
It's not.
It's
Do
not.
the cow die after they get milk?
Their
Some
lifespan
of
is cut down
baby
from being
might-
like 25 years to 8 years when they're being milked like that.
Well, them bulls be fucking in. Them be all much milk out there.
Oh my God.
Pouring on one today though.
That's a lot of cows for a whole lot of milk.
They feeding a lot of people too. You gotta think about how many cows they gotta be to feed that many people in the world.
That's a lot.
I don't
So
think-
there must be just one bull then for one. That's a lot of incest.
Is it
Damn.
called incest if it's an animal?
No.
Oh no.
How is
Bruh.
that incest? There's different cows. Ain't nobody said that was their daddy.
They breeding them on
Do
the
you
same.
know? Are
on
you
the
sure
same
though?
thing.
This same thing with chickens though.
If they breed them on the same lot, where they gonna go get the other one from?
They might have got it from another farm. You don't
Incest. They fucking brothers and sisters.
People do it with dogs.
Well, AJ McCarron went to the Falcons.
Oh, I
That's
don't
what's
know.
up.
Mhm. Oh.
But besides the cow fucking,
Oh my gosh, nobody was talking about that except for you. I was talking about calves being ripped away from their mothers. Just so you can have a glass of milk with
Very
your Oreo.
Could you say that the cow stripping is the same as black people being stripped? from our culture.
It's all white.
What?
But it's black. It's black and white though.
You talking about from like when they got us from Africa?
It ain't a zebra. It ain't a zebra.
You're right. It's not a zebra.
The zebra's black.
Passenger or driver?
Neither.
I don't get that.
He jumped out.
I would rather be.
Would you rather be a passenger or rather be a driver?
I'd rather be a driver.
I'd rather be a driver.
Yeah.
If I got my motion sickness medicine, I'd rather be a passenger because I'm going to sleep.
I got to be in control.
He be about to be in
If I'm
control
by
and
myself?
kill me on the road.
I don't
Well,
want to see.
obviously you're gonna be a driver.
Barely.
If you by yourself,
That's
I
what I'm
hope
saying.
you
Like,
drive.
that's the only time that like, and I barely go anywhere because I hate people who drive.
If that's the case, you're talking about you want to be in control. I don't want to see when I die. I'd rather be asleep.
I want to see everything.
When you die?
Cause no, they said
Like, okay, you talking about like a wreck, right?
Yeah,
okay, I would rather see it.
I'd jump out the door.
I mean,
We already know.
I don't really care.
That's what.
Because why would I care to see it? Who I'm gonna tell that?
But I just want to see it.
I got in a bad car accident one time, but I ain't gonna even lie. I don't remember it because I blacked out when the car was sleeping.
That's tough to want to see that
because if you see it,
like a lot going on at one time.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you are literally watching you.
It's not like I'm gonna see the whole wreck though.
I got into an accident to where my car spun around our way, flipped into a ditch on a pile of rock. I do not remember it because I blacked out. What I remember was waking up in my car, screaming for help. But other than that, like that happened, do not remember my car spinning around.
And that's the thing.
But
like,
you want to see that? Do we need to get you a journal?
Dear Journal, aka Dude.
Why are y'all trying to like I'm
because
he gonna be like Maurice.
I'm
have Eric about to do in the background. But no, if you see it, no, the way I see it, if I see it and I live it, what if I survive? Then I'm have PTSD. I'm gonna go do that shit.
That's a lot of trauma to go through.
Yeah,
that's on my end.
I don't like to drive when it rains.
You got your own.
I just would rather see, like, we've all thought about death before.
Yeah, but not wanting to see my death. I'd rather be asleep.
I'm not scared of death no more. I'm not really scared of death anymore. So whatever.
I'm not scared of death, but I don't want to feel it and experience pain.
I'm not finna waste my years of watching Fast and Furious not to jump out the car door.
Sir, how do you know that you're gonna have enough time to even do that?
Don't worry about that.
Accident.
You don't drive the seatbelt on?
Not a second take in the movie.
Hey.
And check those seatbelt cuz.
You don't have that.
I'll make it work.
No.
I'll make it work.
What were you talking about? Okay.
Yeah, drive.
I'd rather be a driver so I can control the drive.
Your death, apparently.
Yeah, and how.
But why we go to death though? We ain't talking about that.
I did.
See, I'd rather be a driver so I can control the drive and how long we stay at the destination.
So you want control when you leave.
When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you the passenger, you gotta wait on them.
I'll find a way home.
I was about to say, if I want to stay, I'll find a way home.
Whoever I arrive with, by the time I'm ready to go, they're ready to go. It just happens that way. Like, you ready to ride? You know what?
If I'm ready to go and I'm not driving, I will get the keys and sit in the car and go to sleep. I don't care.
I have PTSD from that, from growing up with my mom, going to Cato's and stuff, and to the shopping outlets all day. You ready to go? You can't do nothing because you can't drive.
You got a point.
You feel me? Like, you got to stay there and watch your own dresses and stuff.
But would you rather owe money or owe somebody a favor?
A favor.
I say owe money because I know I pay you back fast. First of all,
I don't want to owe nobody no favor.
That I owe people money, and if I do borrow money, I make sure that's the first thing I do. A favor, you know what kind of favor people looking for.
Right. I don't know what they want. I'd rather owe them money. Never know what kind of favor people might want.
Why you look at me like that? Like I'm gonna ask you for a dirty favor or something.
I didn't. Oh my God. I just looked at you.
With you, it might. Remember you said you go do your thing?
A pattern with you.
Well, today's the day.
It's time to cash in.
see.
Not that we do stuff like that, but do you want to start? I had that out.
How was everybody else's day?
We already said that. Oh, I said that week, not that day. My bad.
I think I'd rather owe somebody some money too. I don't like doing shit.
Because that's exactly, you don't know what the favor is.
Because I do favors for my family so fucking much. Outside of my family, I don't give a fuck what you got going.
I'd rather be like, here, hit it 20, go, you let me.
Get the fuck on my face.
Rather than, hey, remember that time, such and such, and you said whatever I asked.
Because
like,
the only problem with owing somebody money is them probably hounding you for it, but that don't happen with me.
That favor, they might not get that back, so that's why I said favor.
Yeah, that too.
What would you rather do, owe somebody money or a favor?
I'd rather owe somebody money because I don't pay them back pretty quick.
Like,
you sure you don't want no favor?
take it.
No, I don't want no favor.
Yeah, I heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said what I said. I don't want no favor. I don't like doing stuff for people unless I really have to.
Dang, that's selfish.
Depending on who it is, let me finish. But just like an average person, I don't feel like doing stuff.
I don't think, in a sense, I don't think it's selfish because if you constantly doing something for somebody else anyway, and you finally be like, no, and you have to owe somebody a favor, you'll be like, oh, fuck. That defeats the purpose.
Sometimes saying no is the least selfish thing you can do because you need your time too. You can always be there for other people, and then who's gonna be there for you?
And then it depends on what the fuck I had to do for you. What the fuck I had you to do for me to have me owe you a favor.
Because usually the favor that you return is bigger than the favor that they did for you anyways.
Like I need you to put these bags in the back of your trunk and ride them somewhere.
Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it.
Just don't open them.
That's
all right.
Damn, that got dark quick.
This whole podcast.
I know you ain't talking about dark.
I'm light skinned. I'm not dark.
Bobbing, weaving in our darkness. I don't.
Hello, darkness, man.
Y'all had.
That's probably the name of the podcast. Name of this episode: I'm light skinned. I ain't dark.
Oh, I'm gonna use that.
We need to pray before we do the podcast.
Oh, you need to bless the broadcast.
We need to bless you.
The broadcast.
I said broadcast.
You got a lot of nerves in that chair.
Okay.
Damn.
I don't know.
Bro, you know, man. We'll talk about it.
What she just said?
She said I got a lot of nerves.
Because he told me he need prayer. And how he been acting during the podcast.
I'm blessed and I'm highly favored.
I ain't got to do none of this shit.
I hate that nigga. That nigga cannot.
Michael B. Jordan?
I know Michael B. Jordan like that. Don't be a hater.
His roles just seem unbelievable.
You just mad because you don't look that good, but it's okay.
It's the mustache. It's
Nigga did good in the Wire, bro.
He did. Michael B. Jordan does good in everything that he
He's
can.
great.
Fuck out of
It's just that
there.
mustache is throwing me off.
You trying to say his role in Black Panther wasn't believable?
That's a good one. I like that one.
Okay, but you just said the roles. It's like, what's the rest of them?
Right.
I'm just saying, the rest of them, he was a regular person.
He integrated, but he's the same person.
He was on hardball. He played baseball.
Have you not seen the one with Ray?
You had to bring that up.
Did you see Raising Dion on Netflix?
I watched maybe like the first episode.
You don't watch it all.
Hey, we teach daughter no difference.
But that wire scene was way sad.
Well, you brought up Michael B. Jordan. Some of you hate that man. Michael B. Jordan.
And he
is a great actor.
What's the girl name?
I ain't got nothing to do.
Future. Lori Harvey.
Not gonna comment.
Damn, getting played. I don't know. I don't even know what she sounds like.
What did she? She don't do nothing. Ain't that Steve Harvey?
Isn't that what most females on social media don't do nothing? No offense.
Oh,
I ain't been on social media like that.
I was just making sure
you talking to me.
Y'all looking off into the distance. I was just making sure I didn't offend you. But you know,
I don't really get into celebrities.
I just hear about it on Twitter. That's about it.
Then how you know that man getting played? She may have
because
turned.
She play everybody.
She may have turned around It take one person to change people. Just like these dudes be out here home and then all of a sudden y'all think they faithful and then y'all want to be like, oh, he changed. But she can't have changed.
What's the one saying we've heard our whole life?
Bros for hoes.
No, you can't turn
a person to a housewife.
And you can't turn no whole husband into a to be faithful either.
People change.
Exactly. Exactly. So that goes for men and women. Not just for one sided. If she's changed, you don't know if she changed or not.
I changed for you.
You was a hoe?
No.
Exactly.
I am screaming.
And on that note, we gonna on that note. On that note.
Now you want to end the podcast? It's line.
That was the kick. Boy, he said.
No. I don't know that hoe.
His life flashed before his eyes.
And on that note, we gonna end the podcast this week.
Funny.
So we gonna holler at y'all. And plus, I'm not a hoe.